All right, my loves, just had to jump on because it is one of those days where the energy is so good. And I for sure wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to ask you if you're feeling it too. Like, is this fire horse energy? Is this where I'm at in my cycle energy? Is this like just being back in my highest vibration, my truest frequency? What is it? And what are you all feeling? I would love to hear from you. So comment below this video. And what I wanted to say and stay with all of you is that this is my natural frequency, like being on, being lit up, like producing content, like living life, being out in the sunshine. Got up this morning, did a swim, a workout, a sauna, a run, all within like the matter of an hour, okay? Because it was just like one thing and then the next and then the next and then the next. And I love that because nothing is forced, everything is flowing, and you're showing up for it, okay? And so, my loves, I know that some of you have been in environments, in relationships, in situations where like you got so weighed down. You were not yourself. You were someone other than yourself. There were toxic patterns playing out. There was like such low vibration, toxicity in the household, all of that. And then when you removed yourself or went somewhere else and started being yourself again, you're like, oh my God, I'm back, right? Like you've had those moments, oh my God, I'm back. And now here's the thing with this year is that we want to freaking hold it. Okay. And so I know that so many of you have also done a lot of shedding away, but I want you to pay attention. When are you on? Okay. What are the requirements for you to show up with every single morning, every single day for you to be on? Okay. And of course, what are the things that are causing distortions or causing your energy to go low or causing your vibration to fade or your frequency to change? Okay. What is shifting your energy in a way that is not good, in a way that makes you tired, makes you less than, makes you feel heavy, okay? Because those things, they want to go. Because this year is calling for your allness, your wholeness, your fullness, and to stay in that. Not to keep going like, oh, I'm on and then I'm not on. Oh, I'm high and then I'm low. And these like two different like extreme things, okay? Now, what I want to say is that currently I am in an environment, a location that is challenging for me to hold my frequency. So what that means is like the majority of the energy and the frequency that is around me is lower than what my natural state and natural frequency is, okay? Now that is like when I'm on this natural, I want to say high, which is all of our natural states, that we're in joy, that we're lit up, that we're sparked, that our heart chakra is blowing open. Okay, that is our natural state, not the low states, not the depression, not the suffering, not the inauthenticity. Like that's not natural, my loves, which is why it feels so out of whack, so out of sync, so not you. Got it? Because that is not your natural state. And so as I say that, each location has a different energy. That's why you will feel so amazing in certain locations, like by the ocean, like in the mountains, whatever it is for you, the seaside, Europe, like wherever those locations are for you. And then in other locations, it will be harder for you to hold your frequency because it's a lower energy than what you hold, okay? And it doesn't mean that you won't go there. You might just have to effort more or be more conscious to hold your frequency, okay? And also knowing it's probably not somewhere that you are meant to live long term, okay? Because you are meant to be in a place, in a location where it's just easy to hold your frequency. It's just your natural state is that you're always on and in this high elevated state, like full of joy, full of love, full of happiness. Got it? And so, my loves, all that being said though, in these moments of being on, this is when you create. This is when you show up. This is, I want to say, go out into the world with magnetism, but I also want to say this. for many of us, our discernment in the past, it was like we were so blown open that we allowed everything and everyone in. Okay. And then we have to use our discernment. But sometimes I still get a little bit like, I don't know how great my discernment is. Or it's that I see something and then I either pretend not to see it or I don't want to see it. Or I'll be like, oh, that wasn't that big of a deal. When actually I already saw that thing. I already saw that red flag. And it was a no for me. And yet sometimes then I continued on anyway, as many of us do. Okay. But just know that the more that you live, the more that you have experience, the greater your discernment becomes. Okay. And the less that you will allow up close and personal to you, because you know how sacred and precious your energy is, and that not everyone deserves the on version of you, the greatest version of you, the highest version of you, but the world for sure does. And you will be, so I'm saying not everyone deserves to be up close and personal with that, but the world deserves so much from us because we are here to give to the world. And so please do shine your radiance, your brilliance, your glory, your creations out into the world. And then those that match that will receive them, and they will also give back to you that which you truly desire, that you truly deserve, and that you can also do great and grand things with. Got it? Okay, so I wanted to share this energy with all of you. And that's really like, I listened to a coach the other day and I like wanted to keep listening to her. And that's what I would pay her for. That's what we pay people for, is literally their energy, their magnetism, that infectious energy that we want, that so many people want and they haven't learned how to cultivate themselves, or they get sparked by listening to that person. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for that person's energy, my loves, and to be in the presence of their expertise and everything else that they got going on. All right. So please do subscribe to this channel. That's how you can give me a little kickback for this energy, this video, this vibration. And as always, would love to hear from you. Comments, questions, insights below. I hope that all of you are also on today. Let's do the most with this energy. Much love, many blessings. I will see you all again very soon.